Kathy, you want to go ahead and give the website?
Yes, please do.
It is, very simply, www.sinfulladiessociety.com.
Okay. We can, I believe that Marie got to join because her husband was dead.
Missing.
He was dead for over 5 years. Remember, she couldn't join.
I think she got a special dispensation.
Yeah, if I remember correctly. So, Kathy, who would you meet?
I think I would like to meet Ida Bell and go riding in her Corvette.
But you have to sit on a bag.
I know. I would have to be very precise and careful while I was in her Corvette.
What was your favorite part of the book?
I think the whole scene with the banana pudding, I could just picture that. And that's one of the moments that I actually laughed out loud. These people just trying to get at this banana pudding.
Well, Gertie tells Fortune to wear her sneakers to come to church because they have to sit in the back row. And as soon as the preacher starts to say amen at the end, they have to take off out the door and run to the restaurant. And the Catholic ladies, Mrs. Arsenault across the street, she's out there. They have to race. The first one to the restaurant gets the banana pudding. There's only enough servings for so many people, and you can serve either all the sinful ladies or you can serve all the Catholic ladies. You can't do both. So they have an unspoken war, and every week they have a race to the banana pudding. So
I don't think it was unspoken. I think it was very outspoken.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
These groups did not like each other.
Francine only has enough room in her fridge for 25 banana puddings. There are 18 sinful ladies. So
You do the math.
You do the math. That was priceless. I liked when Fortune climbed over the fence.
Oh, that
Yes.
was fun.
To
Another
get,
laugh out loud moment.
she had to retrieve.
She was trying to get to Gertie's house. Roundabout means because Deputy LeBlanc was on the
Watching
lookout for her and Gertie and Ida Bell.
And she climbed over the fence, got her hair extensions caught in a bush when the dog jumped at her, and then she finds out, oops, it's Deputy LeBlanc's house.
And his big dog.
And this huge, I guess he was a Rottweiler?
I think so.
And the only way she can get through the yard is to tip over Deputy LeBlanc's hard-won hamburgers that he was grilling.
On his first day off.
That's a sin.
Yeah.
Indeed it was.
That was one of my favorite spots.
I think my favorite part was when Fortune was given waiters by Walter
yes.
to go out
that's right.
to the number 2 island.
Yes.
And I could just picture her trying to move in these waders that are, I guess they're waist high.
Waist, yeah.
And she's not used to being constricted. She's a CIA agent who is very nimble on her feet, but she...
To desert tactics, not waders in the
Not
swamp.
tactics, indeed.
Or ballroom tactics.
And
So I could just picture her trying to move around and jumping onto the boat that's trying to get away from her and falling into the swamp and the waders filling up with swamp water.
all right, our next, if you were casting a movie, who would you put in the different parts of this story?
Well, I guess we discussed this ahead of time and came up with we think is a pretty good cast. For Ida Bell, I think Rue McClanahan would have been... Oh, I could just picture it.
Oh, definitely. She would like to be driving around in that Corvette, and I can just picture her being very careful about it.
And to go with that, we put Betty White as Gertie. We could just see the two of them remembering the old Golden Girls, how they played off each other.
Walter would have been played by Ralph Waite, if everyone remembers.
She's going way back.
Yes,
From
to
the
the
Waltons.
the father on the Waltons.
Yes, he would be good in that part, I think. Actually, is he as old as Gertie or Ida Bell? I don't know how old he is in real life. For Marge, we put Aunt B from the Andy Griffith Show. I can't remember.
You did, but we didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
Aunt B wasn't on our list. We didn't have someone for Marge.
Okay.
So that's fine. I don't know why we didn't think of Marge, but for Fortune, we thought that Ashley Judd, we think that we were looking for somebody who could pull off the CIA part of it, but also the beauty queen part of it. So
Definitely. And we picked John Corbett for Deputy LeBlanc.
And finally, Marie, we think that Doris Roberts from Everyone Loves Raymond would have been a good choice.
I think I could just picture it. I think she would have been awesome.
We think that would be an excellent cast.
I'd watch it.
I'd go see that movie.
If we could resurrect some of these actors and make this movie, I would definitely watch that.
All right, let's go on to our next subject. Could this book have taken place in any other place?
No.
No.
Maybe another swamp.
Yeah, it needed to be a swamp area. It needed to be a very small town, and it needed to take place in the South. I guess there are other towns, but none that have the Sinful Ladies Society.
Right. What about, did we have any red herrings or twists?
There were, I think, a couple of twists.
Well, the whole Marie thing, they tried, you kind of knew Marie didn't kill her husband, but tried to plan a few things that...
But they were trying to introduce an alternate theory to free Marie from suspicion, even though they suspected that she murdered Harvey as well.
Yeah, they were trying to save their friend, and in turn, they ended up
finding the real
killer. So that was a nice twist, right?
Well,
there.
And then the other twist was that Marge, who had died, wrote a confession letter.
Yes.
Very close to the end that said she was the one who killed Harvey because Harvey had abused Marie, and she wanted to set the record clear after she died.
Yes.
And then we find that this was not true.
That was not true. She thought Marie had killed her.
Everyone thought Marie had killed
thought that Marge had killed Harvey. So it was very cleverly done.
Well, and I have to say that in some books you can figure out the ending. I don't think anybody figured this one out. You didn't have any of the details to figure it out
until the very end.
Yeah.
One of the things I was looking at, because I've just read so many mysteries that have so many different endings, was that possibly Marge wasn't even dead.
Oh,
that entered my head.
That crossed
and
my
I thought,
mind.
I would not be surprised if that's in a future book, because
maybe.
Who knows? But I would actually like that if that happened. Now, here's the big question, because I think we're all going to be in agreement with this one. Do you think that Fortune was adept at solving this crime?
Oh, hell no.
If it weren't for those sinful ladies, I don't think this would have ever happened.
She was a mess through this whole thing. Now, she did get pieces of it correct, but...
Well, to be fair, she was undercover and trying to keep a low profile.
Yes, that is true.
And she really didn't want to be involved. She kept being dragged in. However, when it comes out that Marie is hiding in her attic, you become less confident of her CIA skills.
Somebody's hiding in your attic and you're a CIA
She hears
agent?
noises. The dog even goes to the stairs.
The dog who's 100 years old
goes to the stairs and is going, there's something up there. And she runs up and thinks it's a squirrel. She didn't look any further. I'm sorry. She's not a very good CIA
Especially with
agent.
somebody wanting to kill her.
Yes.
You think I would be on high alert all the time if somebody had a hit on me.
Now, were you surprised at Marge's passed.
No.
No, not really. I kind of was almost anticipating it. I wasn't sure if it was going to be Marge, but I had a feeling somebody there
was
going to have a past.
Yes.
Well, Marge, it seemed like they introduced clues at the very close to the beginning.
With her military service.
But Ida Bell and Gertie, I didn't suspect
that they see that coming at all.
And I thought that was very well played.
Yes.
Yes, the whole setup for that was very well done.
You know, I have to ask it. Is there anybody you'd smack upside the head?
Other than Melvin? And,
I don't think we've mentioned that Melvin was the killer.
Nope, we haven't. No. Well, like I said, I hope you read it.
Well, we said we were going to discuss the ending.
And
now, Melvin was in prison. He couldn't have done it.
But the prison guard is
Was
his girlfriend, Cheryl.
Right. And either
you go.
she did it for him or she let him out and let him do it and locked him back up again. But actually, the person I'd really want to, I guess, is Fortune.
I said that too.
Yeah, I think all of us kind of feel that Fortune needed to. Like I said before, I don't think I'd ever smack anybody on the head, but I give her a good talking to.
Well, maybe not even Fortune. Walter didn't need a smack, but he needed to up his game. I mean, this man's been in love for 70 years, and he hasn't done anything about it, and lets Ida Bell just do her own thing.
Well, Ida Bell kept telling him no.
Well, you go a different way and get her to change her mind. But
Do you think this was wrapped up neatly?
yeah, but it left things open
Definitely for a series.
continuance.
Right.
You didn't even have to ask if this was a series based on that ending.
Yeah, and this book is now, there are 11 books in this series, so you know it's going to keep going.
And I can't wait to read the second one and
Yes.
find out what happens.
I do.
hope Bones is still in the 11th book. He's probably 150 then.
Yeah, it might be one of those series that take place, each book is a week later than the last one.
Yeah.
So.
And a lot of times the time doesn't matter in some of these books, you know.
Because when we started reading this book, it would just seem like it went on and on and on, but she'd only been in Sinful a week at the end of the book.
Yeah, it felt like she was there for about a month.
Yes.
Because so much happened.
It was just filled up with all kinds of things going on.
What about you, Kathy? What do you think? You think it was wrapped up neatly?
I think so. I think that they wrapped this mystery up well. They were able to explain away what happened to Melvin without giving away Fortune's undercover situation.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to happen.
What about Marge and her story, her backstory?
What about it?
With her
We're both looking at you like... Okay.
seemingly through the whole book, we thought she was in love with Harvey. How did you feel about that storyline?
I had a feeling that she was not writing to a man all along. I thought it was to a woman. But I didn't guess it was Marie.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't catch on to that. I'd say about halfway through after she found the letters. I was going, that's definitely not Harvey, because...
I didn't think it was Harvey either, but I would have never imagined a woman, not because that doesn't happen. And I was actually pleasantly surprised. I was like, yay, you go, Marge.
Yeah, except it was kind of sad that Marie did not return her feelings and she was lonely for her life.
Yep, she had a rough time of it.
So Sinful, Louisiana sounds like a hoot of a town, and I wish it was real because I think I'd be packing my bags.
Well,
At least for a vacation.
Well, I have spent quite a bit of time in Louisiana, and it is a great place to visit, but don't go there in August.
No. Don't go anywhere below the Mason-Dixon line in August, if you can help it. Well, I guess that wraps up.
Could there have been a different ending?
Oh, definitely. They could have had several different endings.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Sheik could have sent somebody in and come after Fortune.
There could have been
I'm
a
sure
sideline
they'll
story.
probably be in future books. that storyline. And I'm kind of glad they did. There was so much going on in this one. I think that would have just muddied the waters.
She and LeBlanc could have started a hot and heavy romance.
Oh, I can see that coming.
That's coming,
That's
and
coming.
I'm really kind of glad they didn't, because